What's going on, guys? Hope you're having a good one. Let's get into the video. Now, in this video, I'm going to be talking about how killer clowns can surpass Dead by Daylight. It's probably not going to be in the way that you guys think. It's kind of going to be like a kind of a game mode, but also just a different way to play the game in a way. But I do think if it's implemented, it can definitely happen. And the way Killer Clowns could do it would be to set up a role-playing, matchmaking, or hosting, or just have another way to play that involves role-playing. Because if Killer Clowns goes directly against DBD in the grand scheme of things, it's probably not, it can't really knock DBD off. And not that it needs to, but it's just that Dead by Daylight can pull from a bunch of movies that have a lot of traction. They can pull from TV series, and they just literally pull from classics, and that's totally dope, and that's cool. You know, they have Leatherface, they have Michael Myers, they have Vecna from Stranger Things. And honestly, they probably could get some clowns from Killer Clowns, but I feel like Dead by Daylight usually goes after movies that or TV series that have a lot of traction. And Killer Clowns, for example, there's like one iteration of the movie. There hasn't been any remakes, so it wouldn't have made sense for them to kind of pick that movie, if that makes sense. And that's another reason why Killer Clowns would have to have a different approach if it wanted to gain a large player base and concurring players. And the reason why role playing would be so strong is because role playing extends beyond just like horror. When you in a role play situation, it doesn't have to just be in that realm. And when we look at other games that have thrived in role playing, being Sims and GTA 5, the potential with role playing is astronomical if it's implemented in Killer Clowns. And when it comes to Killer Clowns, to make another shift as in another element to play the game, it wouldn't be that far off. You can already have 10 people in a lobby. Although I don't know if the clowns would be necessary in the roleplay, but a few things would have to be tweaked, like the potential option for friendly fire to be turned on. That'd be necessary. And when it comes to the maps in Killer Clowns, there's so much variety. I can see a role-playing opportunity at the police station, in the suburbs, at the burger joint, restaurant, or fast food place. There's beaches. There's a bunch of items that you can use that even surpass the items that are in Dead by Daylight, I imagine. And talking about a few role play games in particular that I used to play on Call of Duty was Michael Myers. And that was a game mode where you basically queue up search and destroy. There's one person on a team, and then on the other team, there's a number of players, and you can't kill Michael Myers unless you're the last one alive, and you can only knife him. And Michael Myers can only knife you. And it was so much fun just joking around with your friends, running around, and then all of a sudden Michael Myers sneaks up and just slashes your friend, and his mic cuts, and they're all speaking from the dead space. Another game mode that I would play a lot is Cops and Robbers, and I can go into details on different role-playing games like that in a different video. And when it comes to role-playing, one thing that wouldn't have to worry about, there wouldn't be constant complaints about balancing, and that's like the biggest thing with ASIM horror games, and everybody's guilty of it for the most part. There's always perk balancing, things that need to happen. There's always toxicity things that are just prevalent in all of these games, unfortunately. But having a role-playing opportunity in Killer Clowns from Outer Space would be big, and it lets a lot of people make the game their own, and it'll also introduce more people to the game, and maybe they can go to the other original game mode if they like it so much. And another thing with the Clowns game is cosmetically, you can get very in-depth, and as the game goes on, I imagine you're going to be able to do it more so when it comes to makeup, what type of face your character has, clothing. Maybe another thing they would add if they were to implement this would be like body types. Some people taller than others, some people more wider than others. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. And let me know what you guys think about the idea. Is it a great idea? Do you not like it so much? What do you think? Take care.